Doodles, it's Smurf here, and today we're checking out the Faber Castell 60 Classic Colour Pencil Sketch Set. So the Faber Castell Classic Colors are a children's or beginner's range of Faber Castell. So there isn't too much information on them. Obviously they're the most budget colour pencil you can get. The Classic Colors are a hexagonal barrel. And the reason that they're a hexagonal barrel, according to Faber Castell's website, is because they don't roll off your desk. Probably before they had their SV bonding process, they made them hexagonal so that there would be less breakage. But as with any pencil, you don't really want them rolling off your desk because that damages them. The Classic Colour Faber Castells are a 7mm barrel, and they have a 3mm lead or core or mine, whichever you want to call them. Now these are SV bonded, as I mentioned. Now SV bonding is a Faber Castell trademark, and it means secure bonding. It's based off of a German word, which I will no doubt butcher, and it is secure leverfahren. This means that they are bonded in a process of gluing the full length of the lead to the wood casing of the pencil. So breakage would be a thing of the past, obviously, with these pencils, so that's good to know. And in my long time use of these Classic Colors, I've never had a pencil with a lead breakage problem. And it also means that you can sharpen them to a fine point and they will stay like that. Easier than other pencils that are softer, don't have a bonding process and chip easily. The other thing about these pencils is you can use them in a guilt-free way because 1, they do not cost a hell of a lot. 2, they are, as you can see here, it says eco pencils. So eco pencil means that they use sustainable forests. So what happens with that is for every tree that they drop to make pencils with, a new tree is planted. As you can see here, it comes with a colour wheel. It says inside, but it's not inside. It is stored here. It's just a very simple, basic colour wheel. It shows you your complementary colours, split complementaries, shades, tones, tints, hues, triads, I can't even say that word. Analogous colours or analogous colours, however you want to pronounce that. And on the back here it shows you your blending, stippling, stardust, meaning using your shavings, hatching and layering. So very basic, cute little colour wheel for free. Without further ado, so the tin is quite nice. Anyway, I've organised these in Faber Castell's ordering system for their classic coloured pencils. So you come with 2 trays and pretty good range, I think. Is there anything in there I wish they had more of? Probably more like of these softer pink tones would have been nice, but 60 budget pencils, you know, you do in a sense still get what you pay for, but it's somewhere to begin. So it is all we can really ask for. It also comes with some HB pencils, a PVC free eraser, which is obviously for erasing these and not exactly the colours, but they do erase quite well in my experience. And you get a sharpener as well, which I've never used. So that is what you get in the set. Obviously when you get them, they aren't ordered in this fashion. So this is what comes in the 48 set. I have another video up about that. I will put a link into the description where you can see that being swatched out. And this here is my 60 tin set swatch. Now as you can see, I've covered up the names of the pencils because not everybody knows what the colour names are for the pencils, and I would really like it if you'd go over to my Gumroad page and purchase them if you're interested in them. A note about that too is for the Gumroad page, you get the 48 set and the 60 set one together. I have it priced at $1.50 US. One thing I would like to mention is that when I organise the colours on my swatches, they are organised from left to right, right to left, left to right. Now this is because I find the colours flow a little bit more. Like you've got all your pinks here, reds, oranges, yellows, and then you're moving into your violets, I suppose you would call them, indigo, I believe, blues, then your teals, and then your darker colours come in here. I had a very rude comment from someone on another video because I not only set my swatches up in that way, but when I swatch them out, I swatch them from left to right, right to left, left to right, and she was really upset about it. I'll put the comment minus her name on screen so you can see the comment. It was kind of a little bit rude, really, because art and creativity, well, if we all did it the same way, then there'd never be any new discoveries. There'd really not be anything interesting about anyone if we did everything the same way. I'll leave that one at that. Anyhow, today I'm going to swatch them out from left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, because it really doesn't matter which way you fill them out, they're still going to end up how I prefer them to look. For anyone wanting to know what paper I have used to print my swatches on, it is this Daler Rowney Eco Drawing paper that I'm currently using. I think it's alright when it comes to the tooth, but I will reserve judgment until I find my absolute dream paper for coloured pencils. Another quick tip I have for getting the best out of your pencils is when you are working with them, make sure you occasionally flick the pencil around in your hand. It helps to keep the point sharper for longer. Less sharpening means less wastage of your core. Three and four. And one. So I'm going to go ahead and finish swatching this out, and then we will have a look at how they look in a colouring in book. So I've finished swatching out the 60 set. As you can see, in comparison to what you get in the 48 set, we really do have a little bit of improvement in colour selection, especially through here. And now we're going to have a look at how they look in a colouring in book. So here is a work I have started, and these are the colours I've used so far. So as we can see, they blend quite well together here. Although in saying that, I wasn't really concentrating on trying to blend them really well or anything. This was just some playing I was doing about 4 months ago that I've never gotten around to finishing. They work quite well. This is really my colouring in style at this point with this particular type of picture. I'd say you can pretty much use them however you want to. They go down alright. They're probably a tiny bit scratchy. They're not too bad. I mean, they're my favourite pencils, so I can't really make a comment on them because I'm biased. Anyway, that's a look at how they do look, and they're very cheap, so why wouldn't you try them, especially if you're starting out with colouring pencils. They're definitely worth it. That's all from me today, and yeah, you keep on doodling.